It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Pelicans out in New Orleans. And for New Orleans, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. And All-Star Weekend approaching, always a big stage, but how desirable is it today for players to be in a big market? Kenny, do you think that aspect is as important as it used to be?
No. When Miami Heat won the NBA championship, small market team, they're about 29th market. San Antonio Spurs win the NBA championship, small market team, below 30 in terms of U.S. cities. So, no, you just have to have – guys want to be on good teams, great teams. That's more memorable than being in a place that has late-night dining.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Kenny, but the big markets still have an attraction. Bright lights and that star power can help boost your profile and earning potential as a player.
How about Kevin Durant, OKC?
But no question.
Yeah,
They've been to the NBA
example.
Finals. No question. Another example. It doesn't hurt, man. If you have a great team, people know who you are.
Late-night dining, huh?
Late night.
That's the barometer of big city.
Yeah,
late night
dining. Say, hey, go to Sacramento. See what time you can get a meal.
Hopefully this game a feast for the viewers as we turn it over to Kevin Harlan.
A beautiful sunset glimpse of New Orleans, Louisiana, the city that care forgot. We've got basketball action from New Orleans, Louisiana, home of the Pelicans, here on 2K Sports. For the Pelicans, happy to be here in New Orleans right now in the midst of a homestand. Very strong basketball is the recipe for them right now. 4 straight wins, looking for number 5.
Well, they're a team no one wants to face right now. The level they maintain during this winning streak has really been incredible.
It really has been. Really daunting to face them at this point if you're the opponent. When they're playing this well, it's going to take an awful lot to knock them off.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Houston, Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Howard. And it's Capella in at the 4. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Davis setting the pick for Knight. Screen by Uggh. Knight kicks to Evans. Here's Uggh, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Here's Capella. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Davis sets a screen. And Harden comes to help. Pondexter dishes to Uggh. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pondexter kicks to Evans. Lets it go from deep. That doesn't go either for Evans.
And Dwight Howard, a former 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, still remains a fearsome presence in the paint.
Pelicans on D. It's a 3-point game. Beverly the pass to Harden. He feeds it to Capella. Tries from 10. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Capella's got his second basket of the night. No doubt Howard, a dominant rim protector and one of the premier rebounders of the game. He is always there and always is a force to be dealt with.
Yeah, he really is, Kevin. He's a big reason the Rockets are an elite defensive team. Don't forget also that he's one of the most athletic centers in league history. He still can get it done.
Jumps up. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
It's Knight with the drive. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And Anthony Davis, growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Evans dishes to Davis. And Capella sends it back. But they'll get another chance. A nice shot by Pondexter.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
And it's Ariza in the corner. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets, even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner, humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, things have changed now.
Just 4 to shoot. Knight kicks to Davis. And Capella sends it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Rockets leading by 3. Kicks to Harden. Tries from 10. And Davis pulls it down. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Evans with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Evans passes to Knight. Davis sets a screen. It's Knight with the drive. They grab their own miss. And he can't jam it through.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And that one's good. Capella's got 6 points.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
It's Ariza on the wing. His last outing with 20 points. Harden right side. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Harden's got his first 2 points.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Here's Pondexter, and looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And it's the Rockets with the ball. They lead by 4. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
A nice shot by Knight.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
It's Ariza on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. Harden kicks to Howard. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And guys, Dwight Howard's an interesting guy, one of the most physically imposing players in our league, and yet he's known for his lighthearted, almost playful nature.
And for Howard, his parents raised him to keep a smile on his face and stay upbeat and remain positive. He's done all those things and still competed in the rough and tumble world of pro basketball.
Yeah, and yet some of his peers and contemporaries have gone at him. Durant, for instance, Kobe Bryant called him soft. Byron Scott questioned his desire. Guys go about their work in different manners. Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
New Orleans making some changes here. Perkins comes in for Omer Asha, and it's Holiday in for Knight. And a switch here also for Houston. Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Pondexter. He has 6. And Holiday kicks to Perkins. They set the pick. Feeds to Pondexter. Screen by Perkins. Kicks it out to Evans. And again, no good by New Orleans.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Capella dishes to Howard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Anderson, he's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. Houston also making some changes. Monteunas is checked in for Capella. Smith comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for James Harden. Now here's Anderson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Lawson against Holiday. Smith the pass to Brewer. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Brewer's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Davis sets a screen. Here's Evans. That's tipped.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
11 feet away. Brewer, good. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Now here's Evans. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Milwaukee. Now here's Brewer, guarded by Holiday. That shot wide open. Smith's got his first points of the night.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Holiday against Lawson. And here's Anderson from the arc. No good. And it's Houston the other way.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Now here is Smith. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. From deep. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And here's Smith, following the 3 from Tyreek Evans. Smith drives in, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
And so here is New Orleans, following the score by Houston. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And looking at Drew Holiday, there's one thing he could do to really improve his game. Something that would, for the first time in a full season, help get his field goal percentage up over 45%. And that's just to get to the rim more often. Attack off the dribble.
On the topic of Holiday, there's one stat that proves that he hasn't been going to the basket. He is averaging, Clark, less than 2 free throw attempts a game.
Yeah, his direct competitors are getting to the line. Guys like Lillard and Steph Curry shoot more than double the free throw. That's one reason why through last season they'd won a lot more games than Holiday.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for New Orleans. They set the screen. Evans kicks to Anderson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Before getting dinged up, Brian Anderson was rolling. I mean, over the first few seasons of his career, improved in efficiency in all areas. Then he had the back injury, and last season his shooting percentages really went south.
That one misses. And getting back to Ryan Anderson, in 2012, he won the NBA's Most Improved Player Award. Then, in the summer of that year, he landed an enormous contract in a sign and trade.
Yeah, and that's the good Ryan Anderson. If he can stay healthy, he's a tremendous asset, and he isn't just a shooter. He can get it done on the backboard as well.
Here's Holiday. Ty Lawson making his last shot. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Jones dishes to Lawson. Brewer with the ball. Evans is there. Brewer passes to Jones. And the layup's good off the glass. Jones has got his first points of the game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Holiday attacking. Misses from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now here's Brewer. He's covered by Anderson. Now Brewer, nice fake, but the layup off the mark. 46 seconds left in the first. Holiday, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of 2 halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
And the Rockets making a change here. Terry's checked in, and he gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 16.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Now here is Holiday. He had 13 points in the win against Milwaukee.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mona Eunice. Here's Holiday. He's certainly been. Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! Thornton for 3. Good. Thornton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense too.
And certainly an intriguing matchup tonight. Let's hear from Trevor Ariza on his team's mentality coming in.
You're playing against a team that is very scrappy. You know, they want to win as well. You got to come ready to play. You got to be ready for everything, and you got to be ready to claw to get this win tonight.
Ariza Ariza might as well be describing his own game, Clark. Scrappy, ready to play, ready for anything, ready to claw to get that win.
Well, you know, he does have that kind of all-around, all-out game going back to his days at UCLA. I mean, when you combine that with his talent, he's a guy who, no matter where he's been, his teammates rave about him and respect him.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Houston.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Davis and Ashik in the middle. Holiday out there with Brandon Knight. And it's Pondexter in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And the Rockets making a change here. Howard's checked in. And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there. Outside Holiday. Screen by Ashik. Knight kicks to Davis. New Orleans moving the ball around. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Holiday. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. It's stolen by Davis. And Holiday, here we go. Got a piece of it.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Thornton against Knight. Marcus Thornton on the wing. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas. No good from Howard. New Orleans has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Davis dishes to Pondexter. Inside, and then Ashik with the dunk.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Davis sets a screen. Down low, the 9-foot shot. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for New Orleans.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnover.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
Just 5 to shoot. Outside Terry. And that one's good. Terry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Knight kicks to Holiday. 14 feet away. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Harden the pass to Harrell. And that one is hammered home.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works. They feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well.
Now here's Perkins. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Holiday gets the bucket.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Here's Harrell. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Dallas. RECentral. You know, Clark, losing teams, handling losing with an eye to the future. It's a slippery slope and a very tough situation, not only for teams, but the league to try to figure out and rule on.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Well said, and I'm not sure what the answer is. I kind of like where we are with the lottery system, but it's something to reevaluate. I don't think it needs to be tinkered with at this point.
A shot by Knight, no good. Houston leading by 8. And Ariza with the stop.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Knight into the lane. The dish to Holiday. No good. And the Rockets take it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Davis sets a screen. Pass to Holiday. Outside Knight. There's the triple. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
So for the Rockets, Capella's checked in, and Corey Brewer's subbed in for Harrell. Houston shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Guys, strictly in terms of their percentage, their free throw shooting has deteriorated a considerable amount since last season.
Now here is Davis. He's coming off a 31-point game against Milwaukee.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Anderson's checked in.
Well, last season, Quincy Pondexter was moved to the Pelicans. He really took off after the trade and played some of his best basketball to date.
Now here's Knight. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Anderson with the ball, covered by Brewer. Anderson dishes to Perkins. Knight kicks to Pondexter. And the shot is long.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, it really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Here's Pondexter. Ty Lawson making his last shot. Davis sets a screen. Knight into the lane. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Knight. 7 points for Anthony Davis.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
It's stolen by Davis. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And Capella sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the basket by Brewer.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Brewer's got 4 this quarter.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Now here's Harden. Brandon Knight missing his last shot. Harden the pass to Lawson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
So for the Pelicans, Spencer Hawes is checked in for Perkins. Luke Babbitt comes in for Anthony Davis. And Tyreek Evans subbed in for Quincy Pondexter. The Rockets also changing it up. Jones checked in for Capella. Montezumas comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Josh Smith in for James Harden. A nice shot by Anderson.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the orange.
Rockets leading by 19. Lawson kicks to Smith. Passes it to Montezumas. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Evans. There's the pick. Out tonight. Wide open look. The Rockets pull it in. Brewer's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
New Orleans moving it around. Knight dishes to Anderson. Rocket 6. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Anderson's got his second basket of the night. And Brewer kicks to Smith. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Babbitt. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Josh Smith. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
New Orleans making a switch here. Asic's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Beverly's checked in. Knight. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Knight's got 5 now.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Brewer passes to Jones. Out to Smith. To the left side wing. Left side, Jones. Let's go. Asik pulls it in. Pelicans trailed by 19. Evans kicks to Asik. Babbitt dishes to Hawes. That one wide left.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Jones, the pass to Beverly. Jones kicks to Beverly. And the 3 ball is good. 1:03 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Knight. The pass to Hawes. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Hawes got his first bucket of the night. To the paint, stolen by Asik. Evans goes in. There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. Knight dishes to Hawes. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Hawes got 4 points now in the quarter.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
Now here's Montezumas. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Out tonight. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. Knight hits them both. Beverly, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. So as we conclude the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Houston was looking great right away. They didn't wait long to put together a 9-2 run. They were making a lot of tough plays look easy. Big-time offense for them was the theme, and at the end of quarter 1, they were up by 16. Quarter number 2 was played evenly, inside, outside, and on the scoreboard. However, they were able to carry over that massive lead they had early on all the way into the break. Kenny, what you think about the Rockets?
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans?
Well, the bottom line, Ernie, they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint, and these guys were standing behind the line, yakum, splaka kataya, and that strategy backfired, Ernie. They gave up far too many open looks, and all those threes killed them.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for a reason. 13 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then there's Howard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Capella in at the 4. Here's Beverly. Brandon Knight picking up that last basket. Harden outside to the wing on the left. Launches a 3. And it's Beverly missing. Pelicans trail by 14.
Well, whether you call him the brow or ant or the future, Anthony Davis made the leap in year 3 to franchise superstar. I mean, still, though, he remains humble, determined to improve, and dedicated to maximizing his immense potential.
It's tipped. Now, here's Ariza. He's covered closely. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got assist number 8 now on the night. And his former coach, Monty Williams, played with some greats. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. He says he sees that same desire to dominate in Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he wants to be great and doesn't see himself as a finished product, which is a good thing. That means he's going to continue to stay humble and hungry and put the work in.
And it's Beverly missing. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Knight into the lane. He dishes it to Usher. New Orleans moving the ball around. Shoots from 12. And it's Evans missing.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Harden on the wing. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Harden's got 6.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Drew Holiday's checked in for Brandon Knight. Pelicans trail by 18. Holiday left side. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
So a moment now to see the story on James Harden. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's right around 17 points a night, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
Now here's Beverly. It's Ariza on the wing. Inside. Here's Capella. Pelicans pull it in. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Evans outside. Dishes it to Holiday. Again, Holiday missing.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Evans with the steal. Outside Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop. And guys, Tyreke Evans is so versatile. Great instincts, well-developed skill set. He can beat you every way you turn.
New Orleans making some changes here. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Asha. And it's Anderson in for Quincy Pondexter. And a change for the Rockets. Jason Terry is checked in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Capella, and it's Ariza in the corner. Here's Harden on the wing. Covered by Evans. Clock at 4. It's Harden with the drive, and that one's good. Harden's got 8.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Holiday, the pass to Evans. Davis kicks to Holiday. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. Good work defensively by Terry. Rockets leading by 16. Here's Capella. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 8 points for him.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Here is Anderson following the score by Houston. Davis kicks to Evans. Anderson dishes to Davis. Here's Evans, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Evans has got his second basket of the night. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's stolen by Davis. Now here is Holiday. He's got 16. The feed now to Davis. Evans outside. That doesn't go either for Evans.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
And Harden with the stuff.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. The young fella's wearing the rim out.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the score by Houston. Evans kicks to Anderson. Holiday inside the line. It's rebounded by Houston. Harden's got his 3rd rebound tonight. It's Howard, top of the key. Ariza outside. Harden outside. Capella kicks to Terry. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly. Ball's knocked loose. Pelicans trail by 18. On the wing, Evans. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Evans has got 4 points now in the quarter. For Houston, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. That drops. And that's 12 points for James Harden.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Alvin Gentry had some words for his team over that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through Anthony Davis. Coach would would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Evans following the score by Houston. And Anderson has it in the corner. And the rebound goes to Howard.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Harden gets the bucket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Kicks it to Anderson. He feeds it to Davis. Off the screen. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He kicks it to Howard. On the wing, Jason Terry. Here's Harrell. Good. Harrell's got his second bucket tonight.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 16. There's the screen. Outside, Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got 9.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Harden kicks to Howard. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for the Pelicans. Luke Babbitt comes in for Davis. The Rockets also changing it up. Smith checked in for Harden. And it's Lawson in for Jason Terry. Now here is Holiday. It's rebounded by Houston. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Lawson the pass to Howard. Smith with it. Evans picks him up. Harrell. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 4 assists in the game.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Now here's Evans. 9 points in the game so far. There's a good screen. Lets it go from the wing and misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Lawson dishes to Howard. Right at the free throw line. And it's Houston with another.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And the wide open shot from Evans. And the 3 ball is good. Evans has got 12 points in the game.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Here's Brewer. Sinks that one from the post.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. They set the pick. Double team on Holiday. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And when you talk about all-time career numbers, there is one name in NBA history that shows up time and time again. Wilt Chamberlain, Wilt the Stilt, with 23,924 rebounds. His name synonymous with greatness on the basketball court.
And guys, I don't think there will ever be another player that will dominate their position like Wilt Chamberlain did. And it's those rebounding numbers that paint the picture the most clearly. I mean, Wilt averaged almost 23 rebounds a game. Not just over a season, folks, over the course of his entire career. 11 rebounding titles, and his career total just shy of 24,000. I mean, nobody in the modern era has even come close to that.
And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverley, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
You You know, talking about Beverly, his wrist injury really changed things for the Rockets at the end of last season. Suddenly, 37-year-old Jason Terry had to take on big minutes at the point, and he was serviceable, but they missed Beverly's toughness on defense particularly.
There's a screen. Knight wide open. This one for three. Motiejunas grabs the miss.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Smith right side. Hasek against Motiejunas from outside the arc. And it's Beverly missing.
And going back to the one thing with Patrick Beverly, his shot could still be more consistent. Last year, he was down in shooting averages across the board, including just 38% from the field. It makes it very difficult on your offense when you have an inability to space the floor. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Back to Thornton. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Here's Motiejunas, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Five seconds left here in the third quarter. Knight. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Rockets ahead, running away with it. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Houston's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. We've got Jeff Adrian. Perkins is out there with Spencer Hawes. Then it's G, and it's Price in at the 1. That's the Pelicans 5. And the shot is good. And so here is New Orleans. They host the Kings after this game. There's the pick. Feeds it to Hawes. Motiejunas grabs the miss. And for the Rockets, they're shooting it as well as you're going to see. 67%. Jones. Hawes with the block. Price with the ball.
And guys, more and more, we're seeing the league try to protect the health of the players. I mean, you see the evidence on the court. Over the last 5 years, the league has cut down the number of cameramen along the baselines in half, giving these great athletes a little more runway to land safely.
And speaking of more space for the players, there's even been talk of widening the court. What do you think of that, Clark?
Players have gotten bigger and more athletic, so I wouldn't be opposed to maybe widening the lane a bit. I know the owners with those front row seats raking in that cash might not want to expand the court.
Harrell, he's checked in for Motiejunas. Now here's Ariza. The dish to Thornton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ariza no luck.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Here's Hawes. That's good, and it's Price with the assist.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
To the inside. Outside for Thornton. Pass to Jones. They set the pick. Plays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Perkins with a screen on Terry. High arcing shot. No good from Price.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for New Orleans. And a change for the Rockets. Capella's checked in. To the left wing. Harrell kicks to Thornton. Kicks it out to Terry. Houston moving it around. Here's Harrell. Banked in off the glass. As you said, Greg, there are a ton of sibling pairs in the NBA. Even more, Clark, if you include the D-League.
Well, you start with the Plumlees, the Gasols, the Teagues, Zellers. For twins, you have the Lopez twins, Morris twins, the Zellers, Gasols, Teagues, Steph and Seth Curry. Count 2 with the D-League.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And the foul on Jason Terry. That is his first foul of the game. James Harden, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Babbitt passes to Perkins. He dishes it to Adrian. That's good.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Left side, Terry. Three-pointer. Pelicans with the rebound. Here's G. Passes it to Babbitt.
You know, one thing we saw a lot of last season during the playoffs was the hack-a-shack plan, pretty much purposely fouling a poor free throw shooter. A lot of differing opinions on it, as it wasn't fun to watch for the viewers, but many feel it's a legitimate part of the game if it works.
The three from Harden. G with the rebound. The Pelicans have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Price dishes to Perkins. Here's Adrian, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The hack-a-shack or the hack-a-Jordan or the hack-a-whatever being a focus of the playoffs last season. We saw it up close and personal. It opened up a debate, Greg, on whether or not it should be allowed. What do you think?
You know, it's a touchy subject. I remember last summer, or spring, I should say, the commissioner touched upon it. You know, one of the concerns is, do you want to change a rule for an entire league when it basically affects 2 players? And so it's something that you got to be sensitive to. But to your point, the fans don't want to see that ugly style of basketball.
It's boring. It slows the game down. Now, here's Price. 6 to shoot. Fires from the wing, and he gets the bucket. And here's Harden. Pass to Capella. And stolen by Perkins. Babbitt kicks to Adrian. Price, the pass to G. Dishes to Adrian. Here's Babbitt with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Here is Price. James Harden picking up that last basket. There's the screen. Price outside. And there's the pass to Perkins. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
Now here's Terry. And Thornton kicks to Harden. Tries from 10. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Adrian kicks to G.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
Now, here is Harden. To the paint. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Pondexter comes in for Alonzo G. Josh Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Price kicks to Anderson. Price against Terry. The feed to Pondexter. Launches it. The shot is off. And Houston the other way now. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Terry kicks to Thornton. Smith outside. And again, the Rockets good for 2. New Orleans has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Babbitt from long range, rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. That's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And here are the Pelicans now, following the score by Houston. And Anderson gets it to go.
Ronnie Price delivering a nice dime.
Kicks it to Thornton. Here's Capella. Harrell, that's good.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Pelicans shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. To the middle, here's Perkins. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Kendrick Perkins at this point in his career really more of an enforcer than anything. Last season was statistically his worst since his rookie year. Played for a couple different, actually was part of 3 different teams and ended up in Cleveland after beginning in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and you know, at this stage, what he gives you now, he's really a space eater down low. Still a terrific screener in the pick and roll or in terms of executing of the offense. And when the game gets physical, that tends to lead to him finding a way to make an impact.
Enforcer's a good term to use.
I like that one,
I do too.
I like that one.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. And the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. Now Price. Perkins dishes to Price. Baseline jumper. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And, you know, going back to Kendrick Perkins, I mean, he just looks like a guy you wouldn't want to mess with. On top of that, he acts like a guy you wouldn't want to mess with. One of the toughest competitors in the league, and he's got a scowl to match.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
Price kicks to Perkins. Back to Price. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Anderson. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Anderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And we were talking about Perkins. He's always been willing to do the dirty work. When the Celtics traded him a few years back for Jeff Green, they immediately struggled to outwork and out-hustle opponents. That was one of the few trades that I think Danny Ainge would like to have back.
Back to Price. He feeds it to Anderson. Nice spin off the left rim and in. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the fourth. And there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That's his first foul.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Kendrick Perkins. And a switch here also for Houston. Lawson's checked in. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Moniunas. Good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength. for the Rockets.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark's fullest capability.
Yes, very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And this isn't one of those mini series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer. As hard as it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, it's even harder to do it 4 straight.
And as usual, great numbers and a dominant display for Harden. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And for the Executive of the Year award, it's hard to evaluate because for GMs, Clark, it takes years of moves to reach a certain point.
Yeah, it's an annual award, but it's awarded for years of decisions, if that makes any sense. One big signing or trade isn't quite enough to win the award.
Here's Anderson, and the rejection by Smith. He kicks it to Moniunas. Out to the right wing. Lawson the pass to Terry. Back to Lawson. Smith outside. A 3-ball. And that one's good.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Pondexter dishes to Anderson. And here's Price from beyond the arc. Shot is no good. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Josh, what a great performance tonight, and we've heard your coach praise the versatility of your game and desire to continue to see that expand your influence on this team. It seems like this is something that you've really embraced.
Most definitely. I mean, I like to use, my versatility to help benefit things that I can do on the court. As long as I fly around, be active on defense, take my time and be efficient on the block for this team in the mid-range area, I think that we'll be okay.
Nothing better than to see us watch your high flyer act. Josh, thank you. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love, a player that brings nothing but fear to players that have to guard him. I've said this for a while now. He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not a one-on-one situation, even if you throw the kitchen sink at him, he still gets the job done. It's the confidence, the drive, and the spirit that makes James Harden a superstar.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.